Top 10 Best African Safari Parks and Destinations of 2022. Which safari parks in Africa are the best? Hello there, welcome to our video. Today we are going to present top 10 best African safari parks and destinations of 2022. Please remember to subscribe and click that like button and share to groups and friends if you find this to be of value to you. An in-depth analysis by SafariBookings of 2,373 reviews was carried out to determine the finest safari parks on the continent. The World Famous Serengeti in Tanzania emerged as the overall winner. With an overall rating of 4.92 out of 5, Serengeti is a stunning safari destination with a list of other accolades to boot. Mana Pools National Park in Zimbabwe, which jumped a spot higher this year along with Mala Mala Game Reserve in South Africa, made up the top 3 parks in the analysis. Now, top 10 best African safari parks. How we created this list. Interesting insights. Demographics of the reviewers. Number 1. Serengeti National Park, Tanzania. Classic safari, big 5 present, rhino rare, many big cats, wildebeest migration. Ranks number 1 in Africa's top 50 safari parks. The Serengeti National Park is one of Africa's most scenic and least tamed safari destinations. With vast plains and isolated rock formations, the park spans 14,763 square kilometers. It's Tanzania's oldest and largest national park. The Serengeti is renowned for hosting an annual migration comprising at least 2 million wildebeest, plains zebra and gazelle, the greatest spectacle of its type in Africa. The African plains are home to fast, strong wild animals that can quickly sense us. Being on an early morning balloon safari offers a beautiful view of many predators without any fear of being hurt. It was one of the best times I had in Africa. The Serengeti is one of the most famous parks in Africa and is synonymous with wildlife and classic African scenery. The Arusha National Park is the oldest park in Tanzania and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's home to one of nature's most spectacular sights, wildebeest migration, and it offers top-class wildlife viewing all year round. Number 2. Mana Pools National Park, Zimbabwe. Walking, canoe and classic safaris, 4 of the big 5 and wild dogs present, no rhino. Ranks number 2 in Africa's top 50 safari parks. Literally translated from Mana Pools means the place of spiritual forces. Located on the Zambezi River, this 650 square kilometer park contains rolling miombo forests and dry grasslands. It's a pristine wilderness that is home to 1,000 species of animals, including the world's largest population of elephants. The park is usually explored by canoe or on foot, uniquely offered as guided or unguided activities, and is particularly appealing to adventure seekers. 4 of the big 5 are present. Number 3. Mala Mala Game Reserve, South Africa. Classic safari, private reserve, abundant wildlife including the big 5. Ranks number 3 in Africa's top 50 safari parks. Mala Mala is an independent private game reserve that shares unfenced borders with Kruger National Park to the east and Sabi Sand Game Reserve on all other sides. Founded as a private game reserve in the 1960s, it has now become one of the leading destinations for safari vacations. It houses some of Africa's wildlife and is especially famous for close encounters with lions, elephants and leopards. Number 4. Okavango Delta, Botswana. Canoe, boat and classic safari, waterway paradise, big 5, rhino and Maremi. Ranks number 4 in Africa's top 50 safari parks. The Okavango Delta is one of Africa's most famous destinations. There are several private reserves in the delta, as well as Maremi Game Reserve. With its lush forest, spectacular views and diverse landscapes, you can't help but enjoy a walking safari or cruise along the waterways. It's an excellent chance to really connect with the wildlife and experience some of Africa's most storied parks. Please, before we continue, remember to subscribe and squeeze that like button and share to groups and friends if you find this to be of value to you. Number 5. Lower Zambezi National Park, Zambia. Canoe and classic safari, 4 of the big 5, no rhino, no giraffe. Ranks number 5 in Africa's top 50 safari parks. Set in the Zambezi Valley, this park is on the northern bank of the mighty Zambezi River. Wildlife is plentiful with 4 of the big 5 easily spotted, rhino is absent. The real attraction here, though, is to canoe down the river. There is nowhere else where you can see such variety and sheer numbers of animals from this exciting vantage point. Number 6. Moremi Game Reserve, Botswana. Classic safari, Big 5 present, rhino rare, partly located in the Okavango Delta. Ranks number 6 in Africa's top 50 safari parks. Moremi Game Reserve is located in the Okavango Delta. This is possibly the most productive area for wildlife viewing within the delta. Aside from the wetlands, it consists of a dry peninsula which is good for classic game drive safaris, and where you will encounter more animals than on a Makoro, dugout canoe, trip. All the Big 5 are present. Number 7. South Luangwa National Park, Zambia. Walking and classic safari, giraffe, 4 of the Big 5, no rhino, abundant wildlife. Ranks number 7 in Africa's top 50 safari parks. South Luangwa National Park is Zambia's most visited park. This is because 4 of the Big 5 are easily seen here. Lion, leopard, elephant and buffalo, only rhino is missing. The first safari is definitely a special and enjoyable experience. Visitors who come back to the park also tell us that their expectations are continuously met and one reason for coming back again and again. Number 8. Ngorongoro Crater in Tanzania. The Ngorongoro Conservation Area is a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Tanzania. It is a natural conservation area that comprises the caldera of the Ngorongoro volcano and the lands immediately surrounding it. The Ngorongoro Conservation Area, NCA, is located in the northern Tanzania area. The area is home to a large number of animals, including lions, cheetahs, leopards, hippopotami, classic safari, abundant wildlife, and the volcanic crater includes the Big 5. Ranks number 8 in Africa's top 50 safari parks. A visit to the Ngorongoro crater is an experience of a lifetime. There are few places that have wildlife densities and variety on this level. It is not unusual to see the Big 5 in one day, and all this in the most amazing setting, with a backdrop of the 600 meters 1,968 feet high crater wall. Number 9. Sabi Sand Game Reserve, South Africa. Area consisting of multiple private reserves, excellent Big 5 wildlife viewing. Ranks number 9 in Africa's top 50 safari parks. Sabi Sands shares a 50 km 30 mi unfenced border with Kruger National Park and offers the best wildlife viewing in South Africa. The game reserve is divided into individual private game reserves, all offering the ultimate Big 5 experience, luxury accommodation, great service and excellent food. Number 10. Masai Mara National Reserve, Kenya. Classic safari, Big 5 present, rhino rare, many big cats, wildebeest migration. Ranks number 10 in Africa's top 50 safari parks. The Masai Mara is one of Africa's most famous parks. The wildlife viewing is superb throughout the year. The grassy plains and regular rainfall supports a huge population of herbivores, in turn attracting many predators. All 3 big cats are relatively easy to see. The yearly wildebeest migration and other wildlife is some of the best in the world. Final thoughts about the best African safari parks in 2022. If you have any idea about best parks in Africa, please share them in the chart section below. Also remember to subscribe, share and like our video to help us grow. Thank you and see you in our next video.